Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles's Law. Shooby-doo-doo-doo. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles is Live, and today is the Mortal Kombat review. Let's talk about this. So the movie starts off in the Hanzo residence. Pretty much Scorpion's whole family lives in this village out in Japan. And literally what happens is we see him, being with his son, his wife, and living a regular life, you know what I'm saying? And what's really interesting about this film is just the beginning part of the story, us understanding why Scorpion became the way he was. So that really works with this film. And we see that the Lin Kuei pretty much with Sub-Zero's clan annihilate pretty much Hanzo's entire clan family tree, right? But in the long run, there is one survivor that Raiden saves. So then the movie takes on to a new character. And this is how I feel about video game movies. They always add like a character that was never really there, that was a part of the actual video game franchise. And maybe it's a Hollywood thing, okay? And the thing is, there's this guy called Cole Young. Cole Young is pretty much like this descendant of the Scorpions clan. And this is how I really felt about it. It worked personally for the film. I'm not against it, but it kind of like ruins Scorpion's origin story if you get the gist of my story, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan. And that's the issue I saw with it. It was like, okay, cool, new character, nice, right? But also in this Mortal Kombat film, he is being targeted by the Lin Kuei. Like, they're after him, and pretty much he has the same symbol. With Mortal Kombat now, they added something new to this film. And pretty much it's like, oh, hey, if you got the dragon tattoo, either you are a part of this tournament or this is a part of your family lineage, okay? So that's also what I forgot to mention. Hanzo had the symbol on him as well when he got killed and went to the Nether Realm. Let's talk about the other thing that really kind of is interesting about the film, the fatalities. We all know, if you've been playing Mortal Kombat, the fatalities. I love in this film, we see everyone do different fatalities and their special moves. And I really thought that was really neat, like with Liu Kang doing the fire dragon, Kano ripping a person's heart out, reptile's heart out. What's the name when Cole Young fought Goro? You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Kung Lao when he fought Netra, the vampire looking pirate thing, and Shang Tsung stealing souls. So it does have an original feel to it. I can say that when it comes to the fighting, even the one-on-ones, I thought that was really neat. The matchups in this film. Let's talk about the story. So the story is a little different from what we are familiar with Mortal Kombat, which is totally fine. Where pretty much, in order for you to be a part of this tournament, for Earth Realm and the Nether Realm, or Out Realm, not Nether Realm, Out Realm, for the heroes that's the protectors of Earth Realm, they had to have an official tattoo. The only character that struggled with it was Sonya Blade. Also, let's talk about the fights that were really interesting. Jax versus Sub-Zero, I thought that was a really nice fight. Also, I think with Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, classic fight between the two. We seen them do their different moves. Ice move, Sub-Zero doing ice moves, Scorpion doing his fire moves and teleporting and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that was really neat. Also, Sonya Blade, when she fought Kano, she did some her moves and stuff. Liu Kang, he did certain things. I like that they showed not Nether Realm, they showed Out Realm, Shang Tsung, him killing Kung Lao. I didn't expect Kung Lao to like literally die in this movie. I was like, bruh, y'all should have waited until the second movie, right? But I did like certain aspects of the movie. And also, let's talk about Cole Young. So, with Cole Young, pretty much, I felt like with his character, like, I wanted to like him, you know what I'm saying? But it was too much like Scorpion. You get what I'm saying? Like, Scorpion, we get it. He was a family man, kids, But I don't know, man. I felt a little weird about him. I felt like with this Mortal Kombat film, when I saw that they had Scorpion on a poster with Sub-Zero, I was thinking like we was gonna see Scorpion like kind of come with Earthrealm and help them fight, Shang Tsung and his fighters. That was the whole kind of disappointment with it. I was like, and then, they had the little flashback scenes with Cole Young. He's, sitting there and pretty much he's like having flashbacks and he sees Scorpion. I was like, I just didn't like that, man. I was just like, I thought for sure we were going to see more of Scorpion. I think that was my disappointment with the film. Also, just, the fighting seemed rushed, learning them how to do the special moves and all that stuff. That seemed a bit rushed, if you ask me. I'm sitting there like, bro, this is an hour and 59 minutes. Like, y'all should have kind of made this a little bit longer. Should have been, to me personally, let me just be honest, should have been a 2 hour and 20 minutes film, or maybe a 2 hour and 30-minute film. Because I felt like certain things in this movie were a little bit rushed, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, this is going on, but I think the thing about this film, and let me just talk about the ending. I like the ending. We see Earthrealm kind of take on the fighters, Sonya Blade versus Kano. Let me talk about Kano. This is the thing about this movie that I was literally worried about. Like, who's going to be the comical relief of this film? It is Kano. Oh my God. Kano is hilarious. I was like, this dude is just like, he is so blunt. I love when he called Liu Kang MC Hammer, because he had on the MC Hammer looking pants. He's like, hey, MC Hammer. He called Raiden Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings. His references were hilarious in freaking Mortal Kombat. I was like, yo, Kano is the comical relief, because there wasn't no Johnny Cage. Not my man's Johnny Cage, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that worked out. There was some nice action in this film. I felt like the story wasn't really threshed out enough for me. I felt like when I seen this movie, I was expecting us to stick with Scorpion and him meeting Earthrealm and also Raiden, the Elder God, but that was not the case. But the ending, I felt like I was satisfied with the ending. I still just don't like how they made this new character. They do that with video game movies. They add this new character that was never in the game. And I was just like, it was weird. I liked the scenes where it was the Scorpion Sub-Zero fighting and not pretty much just descending the Scorpion. I felt like I was a little bit more satisfied with them. Like, okay, this is cool. I like they're going at it. You know what I'm saying? I did like the ending. We see Shang Tsung disappointed that Sub-Zero pretty much died. He pretty much went to NetherRealm. You know what I'm saying? And probably are fighting off the citizens of the NetherRealm. He'll probably end up being Noob and Smoke in the next film, if you know. I think the other issue I had with this film is that we never saw Scorpion in the NetherRealm. I think that was a main issue. Maybe it's probably why I like the animated film that came out a couple years ago on Mortal Kombat. Sad to say that, but to me, it's a lot better. The other thing about this ending, I love that they show that what Cole is going to do next. The character they made up, right? Cole literally goes and he said, hey, he was a fighter for MMA. And literally, he's like, I'm going to Hollywood. And who is he going to Hollywood for? Your boy, Johnny Cage. So, pretty much, they introduced Johnny Cage at the end. You can see he's going to Hollywood. He's looking to recruit Johnny Cage to be a fighter in Mortal Kombat. And I like Kano in this movie. Cabal was interesting. Melina was interesting. I just felt like the story was a bit rushed. the character development could have been better. I would have liked to see why Shang Tsung was, you know, the way he was, like in the old film. Also, there was a mention of Shao Kahn, and I was just like, what the deuces, man? Like, I thought for sure we were going to see Shao Kahn, like, probably at the very end of the film. That wasn't the case, so that was the other issue I had with the film. I am giving this film, it was average, a 3 out of 5. It's still enjoyable, but I felt like the fictional character kind of ruined Scorpion's lineage thing. I was just like, what y'all doing, fam? Like, I get it, Hollywood. Y'all want to put your own twist to video game movies, but I think they should have left that alone. I would have liked to see more of Sub-Zero's story, too, a little bit more. Like, we know that there's a rivalry between the clans, but I just felt like it wasn't a disappointment. It could have been a lot better if they would have, like, focused more on the story. And like I said, it's nice. It has a nice amount of action. You see fatalities. It gets a little bloody and gory. So this is not really a kid's film, guys. Also, I just think that maybe they could have got rid of the Cole Young character and just kind of gave Scorpion a little bit more of, you know, all eyes on Scorpion, because it kind of is his story, right? From what I thought we were going to see at the beginning. But like I said, it's a 3 out of 5, but have you seen the latest Mortal Kombat movie that will probably have a sequel? You tell me in the comments, guys. Your boy, Professor Charles, is live. Have a great day, and I'm out. Subscribe, comment, like. Thanks for watching.